Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. And welcome to all my new subscribers from Archaics. I just really enjoyed that live. If my current members and viewers have not seen that live, I will put the link down below. We had a great time, and I love showing people about the tarot, a different way to read the tarot, and a different way to look at how you can contact the field, as Jason calls it, I call it the universe, to get answers about your own life. So today we are going to talk about civil war in the United States. Honestly, the drums of war are banging. If it's not World War III, it's civil war in the UK, civil war in the United States. As we know, we have a big election coming up. Many times my cards have shown me that there is not going to be an election, or something's going to happen that it's delayed. But something is really wonky about that election, and you can go back and look at my reading that I just did on that. So anyways, I'm now going to see, is there going to be a civil war in the United States? I did a auto writing, and it was indicated that there would be, and I did it with Pat Tillman. And it was around the award, the Pat Tillman Award, about it going to Harry. But for the most part, he said there will be somewhat of a civil war within the United States, but only if people participate. He's totally against war now, which is very interesting. So I just want to ask the cards what's going on. So the United States, under the Rosicrucian birthdays and planetary system, is a moon personality. And so and I find that very fascinating, because things do move fast in the United States. It's like, come on, let's get it done. That gung-ho, let's get it done attitude. And that's what the moon is. The moon personality is that. Also has a lot to do with water, and look at their Navy and Marines. Even the Marines are called Marines, Marina, Sea, and their Navy is massive, and also transportation, and their, think of the train barons that were popular, and the trucking business that moves the country, and all the highways, FedEx, UPS, the great courier companies that come out of the United States. I could go on and on, but anyways, it's a moon personality country. So it just had its birthday on July 4th. So right now it is in the second period. So your first period is always the sun, the first 52 days. The second 52 days is the moon. The third 52 days is Mars. The fourth 52 days is Mercury. The next 52 days is Jupiter. The next 52 days after that is Venus, and the last 52 days before your next birthday is ruled by Saturn. So if we were to look at this right now, they are in their moon cycle, and they are a moon personality, and we are in a Saturn year. So this is the one I'm really concerned about, the one coming up, and I'm going to show you why. So let's ask the cards, what are the planetary vibrations for the United States right now based on their birthday? Defending themselves. They're defending their actions, taking the high ground. A lot of people are poking at them, and they're defending themselves. This could be the incumbents in the election, defending the actions and whatnot that they've done in the last 4 years. So right now, the Earth is in, I lost my train of thought here. The Earth is in a Mercury. I know this is really, there's a whole bunch of cycles upon cycles upon cycles. That's how it's a little bit different than astrology. It's layers and layers of cycles. So right now, the Earth itself, if we start at the spring equinox, the Earth, the people of the Earth, we are in a Mercury cycle right now, which is a time of commerce, school. That's why a lot of schools start in September. Mercury also rules Virgo. We just had that Mercury retrograde that shook a lot of people up. And a lot of times this is a time for liars as well. So it's interesting that we're in this while an election is going on. All right, so let's just see what's going on. So moon personality, Earth people, society, I guess society in general is in a Mercury period, and the United States is in their second period of their birth year, which is the moon cycle. So that's the cycle that we are going to start with, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Okay, cards are ready. So we start with the moon cycle, Three of Pentacles. Then we go to Mars, which is 10 of Pentacles. Then we go to Mercury, and we have the Chariot. And then we go to Jupiter, and we have the Two of Wands. Then we go to Venus, and we have the Five of Pentacles. We go to Saturn, and we have Strength. And then we go to the Sun, and we have the Knight of Swords. So right now, for them, I know this is confusing if we think this is where they are. This is the period that they just came out of. So this is now their 7 period. I know it's confusing. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. King of Cups, there's Biden. That's the president, and he's a Scorpio. So what's coming up during this next, while we're in this moon period, which will run for them until October 17th. They are in this second moon period. Now we have the Three of Pentacles here. So this is working with other people, other countries. This is getting along with other countries. And this goes until October 17th. So this could also be the different candidates, the different candidates talking to people, explaining their policies, explaining their positions, people listening and taking and whatnot. But this is definitely a time of cooperation. I'm really not getting any kind of banging the war drums here. Now, this is the danger zone here. This is October 18th until December 7th. Or 8th for them, and they are in their Mars period. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is what's opposing them. There might be some issues with money. For example, the budget or the deficit or the debt. Also, this is the legacy. This is inheritance. This is also a card that could, because it's with Mars, we could see the passing of the elder, to pass on the dynasty, to give an inheritance. This is the inheritance card, and you don't get an inheritance until the person has passed. And I'm only saying that because we are on the tower here. We're on Mars. We're on possibly an unexpected death. Right. So what are the expected ones? Well, how old are they? There could be an unexpected, and it would be in like an explosive death in some regards, like a plane crash, a car crash, could be, by the hand of someone else with that tower here, because this is called the hand of God, and this is unexpected. The tower upright is unexpected. So with the dynasty, with the legacy, is there something that's going to happen to the current incumbents, right? Could it be Trump's family? Yes, that's absolutely a wealthy family with legacy, with dynasty, right? You think eventually, Donald Trump took it over the company from his father, and of course the boys are going to take it over from him, or one of the boys going to go into politics, that kind of thing. So there definitely is a wealthy family legacy here. The only thing is that we asked about the United States, so that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards Biden, because he's also the King of Cups here as the Scorpio King, as a Scorpio president. So there's, I know Trump is a president as well, but this King of Cups here is telling me something different. So, and that goes until December 7th or 8th. So that's over the election. That's over the election. Then we have, this will be interesting because this will be over the inauguration. This is December 8th until January 29th. And we have control here. We have the chariot. We have military. Will there be a military action? And this is on Mercury. This is on communications. This is on intellect. This is very official. So I'm wondering if the cards I read is that we wouldn't hear the results, or the election would be delayed until the new year. So this might have something to do with that, with communication. Maybe the military has to take over the election. Maybe some officials have to take over the election results and get control. So there'll be some kind of control, whether it's military operation or military communications, that kind of thing, because this is a general. This is a general in the military. So I'm just wondering if that's reiterating what's going to happen here with, in the live I did with Jason, I said, I wonder if Biden is going to pass, and out of respect for him, they delay the election. I don't know, right? Because a lot of things would have to happen. If Biden were to pass, then they would have to swear Mrs. Harris in as president, right? And, so we have that to go through. And then we also have, the official ceremony where world leaders are invited. So that doesn't happen in 3 days or so. So this would be, quite the affair that might bump the election until this Mercury period here, which is manifesting, manifesting some of this. Then we go into January 30th until March 22nd-ish. And under Jupiter, we have the Two of Wands. So I think this is a new horizon. Sometimes the Two of Wands can be walking into a new world. So we have a new horizon. We have a new start. We have the ability to have a new start. We have the ability to, if you look at the two, one is tied to the wall and one is free. Do we stay the way we were, or do we move forward? And I think that will be a big question for the populace and the new government that is put in place. Now, under Venus, this is very interesting because this would be March 23rd until about May 14th. And this is partnerships and, agreements. This is Venus. This is wealth and whatnot. And we have the poverty card on that. I'm wondering if this is when we will see some kind of kerfuffle. If you look, the people are cold, they have no clothes, they're injured. So either this is the end or the peak of a bit of a scuffle. And I'm wondering here if during the Jupiter time, because Jupiter is expansion, that this is the decision that is made. Do we fight each other? Do we get peace? And this is the pivot point after the inauguration. I'm not seeing a lot happening before the inauguration, but I see afterwards there's a big decision to be made. But with this Five of Pentacles on the Venus card, I'm going to say if there is a time for that, it will be here. It'll start here. Also under the Saturn, which is work and burden, is strength. So this is holding down the masses, holding them down, holding them down, holding them down. And this is approximately May 15th until July 4th. All right, so now we have July 5th until August, what did I say, 27th, and we have attack on the sun, on the new start of the year. So do I see any kind of uprising or anything immediately around the election itself? No. There might be some kind of military I'm thinking like National Guard being brought in to get control of things, to get control of communications, to put things in order in some regards. And it could have something to do with whoever is destroyed during the Mars time, whoever retires or passes away and creates an inheritance during the Mars time. There might be, like, the military may have to take over, that kind of thing. But I don't see that as war. If this was on here, I'd say, yeah, this is where somebody's going to war. But we've got it turned around. After the inauguration, there's a choice that the American people have to make. Are we going to go forward with what we were handed? Or are we going to disrupt all of that? And doing so, I think that would be the start of it. And so that wouldn't happen until after the inauguration. And the people will decide, is this who we voted for, or is this who we're told we're voted for? And then it starts. And then I can see again that the strength here, I'm thinking like political strength, military strength, trying to calm things down, but it's not going to work. It's actually going to bring in more attack during that time. And then the whole cycle starts over again. So that's what I see. Up until after the inauguration, I see some things happening, and quite possibly shocking things about one of the dynasties or the legacy. And I see the military having to take over some things, and then the people deciding if that's what they're happy with the results of the election, and then it has the opportunity to kick off. But again, the King of Cups, President Joe Biden, he's a Scorpio, and he has shown up time and time again when it comes to my readings on the election of endings of him. So, well, and also he is ending his presidency, right? I mean, let's truth be told, it is the end of his legacy. Doesn't necessarily have to die, right? He may choose to step down, though. He may choose to step down. But yeah, there's some kind of ending. But yeah, you don't have to be a tarot card reader to know he's retiring from his position. But it's just that it's on the Mars card on the tower here. Something might happen that forces his hand, that pushes the envelope, that it's not his decision. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so there's the Civil War. I don't see anything really kicking off until well after the election, and it might be squashed really quickly. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I sure appreciate each and every one of you, young and old, the ones who are with me right from the start to the new ones who just landed here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.